Thank you very much. My name is Fekadu Adugna. I'm from Addis Ababa University, Ethiopia. I'm not going to make, a long talk. Just to speak on my experiences in the last 5 years. In the last 5 years, I've been working with multiple partners in the north and in the south. One of the projects I've been coordinating in Ethiopia in the last 5 years is called Borderland Dynamics in East Africa, where the partners are both from the north and the south. It has been funded by NORAD. The members of the partnership, the consortium members are University of Addis Ababa, Khartoum, Makerere from the south, and University of Bergen from Norway. And there are two other research institutions, CMI in Norway, and the OSIRIA, Organization for Social Science and Research, in Eastern and Southern Africa, which is based within Addis Ababa University. The second project, which I've been again coordinating from the south, is Migration Out of Poverty, which is run from Sussex, funded by DFID. The third project, which I again involved as a consortium, is borderland economy and center-periphery relation, which is a REF project based in SOAS, led by Laura Hammond. Then based on this, I just reflect on my experiences rather than the coordinated, thought-over presentation. My first experience with all the three projects, there are a few more, is that, which have been already said, is that the North set the research agenda. Our northern partners set the research agenda. It's not only about the agenda, but the initial work have been done by our northern colleagues, and we've been invited just to join in. Then when we've been invited to join in, so the research questions have been set by them. The whole project have been put in place by them. Then we are not part of the creative, the innovative agenda, but we join in as support. We coordinate the field work in the south. That has made the northern partners the owners, and we someone who joined in. A second problem, a challenge we've been facing, is that the donors, again obviously based in the north, do not understand, often do not understand the situation of the southern universities. The situation of southern universities is on the manifestation of the southern, consortium members. In other words, the historically, structurally rooted inequalities is manifested institutionally in the institutions of the south, the research administration in the south, the financial system in the south, the reporting system in the south is not well developed as in the north, which means the southern scholars have been usually struggling with, when I'm expected to struggle with academics and so on, I usually spend my time in the finance office, fighting with his colleagues in the finance. And the donors don't understand that, so that the reporting system, the finance system is not locally embedded. It has been forced from the north, so that they expect, or they require us to fit into the northern system, in those reports. Of course, the northern partners are the lead researchers, which means the northern partners are the one who request us to to meet deadlines, you see, to send deliverables, you see, set the deadline for deliverables and so on, which means there's some kind of power relation, you see. But when it comes to the content, in terms of the relationship, when it comes to interest, see, the relationship between northern and southern scholars is not that bad, I mean, to my understanding. I mean, we understand each other. We usually work for the same agenda. See, the deliverables are common properties. I've never faced the problem in my relationship between scholars of the north and the south. You see, again, I've also thought what will happen if the lead is from the south, not from the north. I mean, there is an experience with this, the NORAD-funded project, the Borderland Dynamics in East Africa. Khartoum University is the lead, is a partner. But there is no facilities in Khartoum. You see, no financial capacity, I mean, in the finance office, no human resource capacity, no political, you see, welcoming environment, so that the challenge would have been even worse. See, when the South is the lead, not because of the scholars, but because of the structurally embedded problem in the southern institutions. Thus, those are my experiences. So the South lack institutional foundation, I mean, in the partnership. The problem is not between scholars nor the South, but it is mainly between the institutions. The institutional structure difference is the major problem. Again, another example with the donors. I think Laura or other colleague mentioned about ethics. Sometimes the donors require meticulous ethical requirements. I mean, for instance, we've been working on migration. I've been working on migration facilitation, working with brokers, informal brokers. It was extremely tough to talk to brokers, to find a broker who have been hunted by government. Whereas DFID ethics requirement says you have to get his or her consent, including by recording the consent. I mean, this is the institutional north-south difference. I mean, of understanding. I mean, the situation in the south is somewhat different. So these are just reflections from my experiences. Then we can continue discussions.